Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John, and this video is going to be part 3 of my complete Arrow collection. And these ones here are all got fantastic slipcovers on. So first up is Blood Rage. Now this is a great set. This is a 3-disc set. Got a brilliant slipcover on there, spot glossing, the whole lot. This was a really early slipcover from Arrow. This is a great movie actually. I will tell you on this one, have I watched all of these or not? But you get your booklet in there, and you get your 3 discs in there. One that cuts is called Nightmare at Shadow Woods. There you go. You get a DVD version as well. So when you say 3 discs, it's not really 3 discs, if you know what I mean. Yeah, because the DVD and the Blu-ray have got the same thing on it. But you do get, I think you get 2 or 3 cuts of this movie. Great. Should have put my glasses on for this one, of course. Remember, it's not cranberry sauce. But yeah, a good little slasher this. This Thanksgiving, it's not cranberry sauce. So, great slip, great movie as well. That's Blood Rage. Next up is Deadly Games. Now, a lot of these, not that one, but a lot of these I do get in sales. If I see them when there's a narrow sale on, go to HMV. If I see one with a slip, I usually pick it up. You can get them for between $7.99 and $9.99, $11.99 sometimes. But I just love these slips so much that I just think, you know, on a sale, you can't pass them up. Never seen this movie, don't know anything about it. But you can't leave it there in a sale. That's what I say. You get a card here for The Last Matinee, an absolutely brilliant one that was when Arrow do these ones and you get movies like Last Matinee and you think, wow, where did that come from? It's great that you find these things out. And I will say with Arrow, maybe not as much as Vinegar Syndrome. Usually Vinegar Syndrome, when they put some stuff out, I will go for anything by Vinegar Syndrome. Usually with Arrow, you've got to be a bit more choosy, because if you don't, you usually find that you'll pick up something that's just like really not to your taste. So yeah, I will get into these. I will get round to these, of course I will. But yeah, lovely slipcover on this. Still got my shrink wrap on it. Is that embossing? Yeah, it's embossing there. So that's Deadly Games. And I will take the shrink wrap off eventually, but I tend to think that it's going to be that nice at this point that when I get round to taking it off, it'll look absolutely sweet. Next up is Death Screams. Now this is such a good slip. And I haven't watched this one yet, but I did get this one. This is an Arrow exclusive, Arrow store exclusive, and just got a fantastic slip embossing there. That's really like a Vinegar Syndrome one, like gaudy, but all the better for it. Nice embossing there. It's such. And to be honest, some of these movies might not be that good, but I don't mind because I've got a feeling that Arrow can put out maybe not as good as Vinegar Syndrome. They can't pick out these really amazing movies, but usually you have a good time with them. Yeah, that's the. And I think, like I say, I think the cover on here, maybe that's the cover you get on the one in the shop. Maybe the on store in HMV. I think this cover is not the cover on the one you get in the shop, as I've just said. So that's Death Screams. Next up is Girls' Night Out. Now, what I'm saying about these slips is they're all just absolutely amazing. When I see them out embossing as well, these really scream Vinegar Syndrome to me. They're not as good as Vinegar Syndrome thick-wise because you can't beat them. I don't know what card they use. The card they use is just the best. So that's the reversible art. You get a card there for the Sacred Spirit, and you do get a booklet in there as well. Haven't seen this one yet. They all went in, but only a few came out. Excellent. So that's Girls' Night Out. Next up is The Prey. This is one of the best slips you'll ever get. Now this has got this raised up stuff here. It's like embossed, but this stuff here is like kind of a different texture to this one. This is like kind of rubbery. It's hard to explain actually. I have watched this movie, and I've got to say, apart from the fact it's got one of the best covers you've ever seen, slipcases and covers, this movie I just found it to be just absolutely terrible. But I watched the longer cut, and there is a shorter cut. Now, apparently, the longer cut is meant to be the worst one to pick because I always go for the longer one if I haven't seen a movie. And when I saw it, I thought I'll get the longer one on, and then when I watched it, I thought halfway through, and I thought I'm just not getting into this. So I will go for the shorter cut again and see if I can. Now, this is a great presentation. Look at that. And there you get welcome to North Point Keen Wild. This is a self-issue permit, good for a day use in the Keene Wilderness. So you get that card there, which is obviously got to do with this because they're going this ramble thing. But it's got this great little touch that, like you say, it's a brilliant set. It's one of the best ones out there. But I don't know, just the movie itself. You get a booklet in there, and you get a card for Daniel Isn't Real. Never seen that one either. Haven't got that one. So yeah, so this is a beautiful presentation, but disappointing. But I will go back to it to see that shorter cut. But I'm in no rush for that. Next up is Hell High. Again, I've got this in a sale. Lovely embossing on there. Not much on the back, but I really like that. Embossing again. Embossing there. See, great slip. Now, I haven't watched this one either. I get these in the sale and I kind of put them on one side and don't really get into them. You get your booklet there, but I will get into them. And this run of slipcovers is just some of the best presentations I've got on my shelves, especially from Arrow. Arrow can do this really well. I do think they want to do some more better known movies like this because Vinegar Syndrome, getting back to them, they will make movies like this, they releases like this, but they'll also put some real, excellent movies in there in the meantime. And Arrow kind of don't really do that. To do that for these obscure ones, and not the ones that you think they deserve this treatment. So that's Hell High. I haven't seen that one, by the way. I have seen this one, by the way. By the way, this is The Mutilator. Beautiful sword. Beautiful sword. I'm looking at that. By sword, by pick, by axe, by. It's also called Fall Break. I thought it said Final Break. My eyes. You get this. I've got the art card for that. And I've also got, there's a booklet there. 2 disc. One of them's a DVD. This is a great movie. It's a 2K restoration. It looks absolutely fantastic. This is a one that, when I got it, I hadn't really heard much about it, but I thought, oh, I'll give it a shot. And really enjoyed it. Now, the use of this thing, I'm surprised this wasn't a video nasty, or was it? Was it put in? Was it one of those ones where it wasn't going to get released, a bit like New York Ripper when it put it out and I thought no chance. So maybe that's stopped it. I don't know too much about that, but yeah. So the Mutilator, what a effect that one is. One that I thought when this came out in the early '80s, that would have never got past or never got through in a cut form, an uncut form. Next up is Don't Torture a Duckling. This is the Lucio Fulci Giallo, very early Giallo. This is a great movie, and I do think that the the Giallo twist in it is good. It's different, but it's it's um it's dealing with a quite sensitive subject. That's all I'll say about that one. But yeah, I just think this one looks actually really nice. I love the slipcover. I do think that this, for some reason, I always think that this is going to come out in 4K, even though it doesn't say anything about the 2K restoration on this. I just think that this movie's too well known in Lucio Fulci's canon to say that it will just not say languish on Blu-ray, but it wouldn't progress into any other form of release. So that's Don't Torture a Duckling. Next up is Mario Bava's masterpiece in my eyes, Shock. This is a great movie. I heard loads of bad things about this film. They said it was like really poor. It's one I think is his last completed film. And a lot of people, 1977, a lot of people say it's just absolutely rubbish. And I put it on. I'm having a great time with it. it's got an amazing, well, in my eyes, it's got an amazing jump scare. It's got one of the best jump scares going, I think. Just really shocked us. Shocked us. Get it? But yeah. So it's Mario Barber, so you've got to see it, you've got to watch it. And I personally think it's much better than when you hear people talking about it, or the critics don't like this one at all. So that's shock. And last up in this section of 10, I think it is The House That Screamed. Just got this recently, got it in a sale again. I got most of them in a sale, if I'm honest. I always remember that cover. Now I haven't seen this one, but I must have seen this a while ago because I know that cover. It's kind of well known. But I'll put this on and it looked absolutely amazing. Has it got a two? Yeah, it's got a 2K restoration. I think that's the alternative art. Was that the art on there? Hmm. Wait, like that's a different art to that one, actually, if you see it. Yeah. I think this is like late 60s, early 70s. It's a very old movie. But again, it's definitely on my list to watch, and I keep saying that, but I will definitely get these watched. Now, what I've been doing recently is I've been putting the stuff when Dave Ramsden gave me the latest unboxing, which I probably haven't seen yet. I've put I've, I'm going to put these ones with the protective coverings because I mean they all look great on the shelves, but I'm going to just give them that extra little bit of sort of like safety and make sure that they stay in this fantastic condition I got when I've bought them. So in case you missed them, I'll leave a link down below to all the other parts of when I've been going through my arrow collection. And I'll be doing another one really soon. So thanks for watching. You take care and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.